Hey, it's Scott. Welcome to the Daily Push. So my family and I have been watching the brand new PBS movie from Ken Burns on the national parks the last couple of nights. I love the national parks, but my absolute hands down favorite is Yosemite. I've been going there since I was a young guy. I've had some pretty amazing moments there. When Cindy and I got married, we started going. She's had some significant, incredible moments there as well. It's just a special place to us and our family. And if you've ever spent any time in the park, you have no doubt seen the metal signs that are all over the place that mark the John Muir Trail. Growing up, I knew something about John Muir, but this Ken Burns film has taught me so much more. Turns out John Muir was a Scottish immigrant who many years ago walked into the then unprotected and wild Yosemite Valley. And he had an epiphany. He realized that God had created something special there. It was a place that you could go and connect with Him in an amazing way, and that it needed to be protected. He became passionate about its conservation, passionate about protecting the place, so much so that he realized he had a calling to make sure that the place was protected. He would use the abilities that God had gave him, he would use whatever talent he had to make sure the place was protected. He realized he was a writer, and so he began to write everywhere and every opportunity he could about why the place needed to be protected. Because of his writing, he eventually found himself literally camping on a 3-night trip with the President of the United States, Teddy Roosevelt. Muir used those 3 nights to bend the President's ear and say, you've got to protect this place. And because largely of that lobbying, Yosemite soon became a national park. The idea of calling, of realizing that God wants us to do something unique and specific, is recorded and explained for us in the book of Isaiah. Isaiah talks about when he began to realize that God wanted him to do something unique. He said, I heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send and who will go for us? The idea is that God creates us to do unique things for Him. He gives us abilities. He gives us passion and talent to carry out something for Him. And we have to respond like John Muir did, like Isaiah did. We need to say, God, here I am. Send me. I'll do it. I'll go. I'll let my life be about this. Now, honestly, calling is something that I get. I literally wrestled with my calling as a young guy in Yosemite, of all places. It's something that my life was about for a long time. But over the last couple of years, I've kind of backed off a little bit from it, thinking I'm done. It's over. Guess what? Calling isn't over. Calling's not done. When Muir got done with Yosemite, he thought, I'm done. But then he began to realize, God said, no, you're not. There's more I need you to do. There's the Petrified National Forest. There's Mount Rainier. There's Alaska. Keep going. I've begun to realize the same thing. I can't become complacent. I've got to keep pushing. God put me on this planet to make His grace and His message known, to teach others, and for myself to be holy, to be like Him, and to build community with the people that I do life with. That's my deal. What's yours? What has God put you on the planet for? Are you still about it? Are you doing everything you can to fulfill that calling, realizing you won't be done until you take your last breath? Do you realize that there are not just people in your immediate world who'll be impacted by that calling, but may be impacted for a long time, just like I am when I go to Yosemite and see what John Muir took and was able to do through the calling that God gave him? Don't quit. Don't give in. Don't stop with your calling. Keep going. Today you have been pushed. I'll talk to you next time.